and what I think was explained well, I keep saying that, but I really do appreciate your lectures, is how Judaism started. So I haven't went completely into the Torah, but is it true, was in original Judaism, was Jesus supposed to be the true Messiah and he was rejected because he was wearing plain clothes and they expected him to be presenting as a man dressed in gold? Is that the true Messiah, or is it always predestined? Was it always written that they had a different Messiah than Jesus?
Yeah, so the Messiah is supposed to be from the house of David, and he was supposed to be a prince, and he was supposed to be a war Messiah, a Messiah of war, right? So the Messiah was supposed to come, unite the Jewish people, and overthrow whatever oppressor existed at that time. So at that time in history, it was the Roman Empire. So they really believed that the Messiah would come, unify the Jewish people, and destroy the Roman Empire and create the Messianic age. Okay, so that's what the Jewish faith taught back then. It's still what the Jews believe today. They believe that what they're doing in Israel is to force the return of the Messiah, or the coming of the Messiah, to lead them to victory, right?
The Antichrist, or in Islam we say the Dajjal, which is the same.
Well, yeah, so for the Jews, it's Messiah. For the Christians, it's the Antichrist.
And the Muslims too. The idea of the Antichrist is identical in Islam. That we also accept Jesus not just as a prophet, but as the Messiah who will return. And what was detailed well was how Judaism has been subverted for empire gain and for political motives, right? Like the Khazarians, who now dominate 80% of the Jewish faith, they had to decide, so the Khazarians, their empire fell, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes, okay. The Mongols destroyed the empire, yes.
The Mongols destroyed the Khazarians, and so they had to pick a religion in order to get more power, and they picked Judaism because it was seen as as supreme, because it came before Islam and Christianity. And also, you mentioned detailed about the idea of the Frankists and Jacob Frank and what they were doing with incest and putting their own will first and thinking that sinning separated them from God, so that they should sin because they would know more about themselves, because God doesn't sin, because God is the almighty, perfect, greatest creator. And so sinning is what made us divine in a way, like this Frankist ideology. But it's united. Why do you think that these ideologies have united? Because the Rothschilds, they are seen and pictured with Marina Abramovich, and there's other Rothschild members wearing ball or malak necklaces in this. Are all these subversions, and why do you see the overlap? Why does it seem like they also support Israel? Is that a unification with Judaism? Or the people that are trying to establish greater Israel, do they allow for this to happen because it also supports their eschatology, that they need the end of the world? Are they okay with malak and ball because it does serve the greater picture, or is this a part of Judaism?
Right. So everyone supports Israel because Israel is key to the different eschatologies. Okay. So Patriarcha is an important element in the divine plan. The Jews basically need to create the Pax Judaica, and then once the Pax Judaica is created, this will start a war, the war of Gog and Magog. And when the war of Gog and Magog happens, and when Israel is most threatened, then the Messiah will return to save Israel. And at this point, depending on your faith, two things will happen, okay? If you're a Christian, you believe that the rapture will happen. When Jesus returns, all Christians of true faith will be elevated to heaven, and then Jesus will defeat the enemies of Israel and force the Jews to convert, okay? So if you're a Jew at this time, you can actually convert or you will burn in hell. Okay, so that's the Christian interpretation of the end times. The Jewish interpretation of the end times is the Messiah will come and all Christians will be enslaved, and Israel will become the light of nations, meaning it will become the empire, okay, the Pax Judaica, and everyone will serve the Jews. Okay, so these are two diverging eschatologies, but where they converge is the tribe of Israel in the Middle East, and that's why we're seeing all these issues in the Middle East. Iran is key because once you destroy Iran, then Israel becomes a de facto power in the Middle East. So